It's Jimmy, back with another video. You read the title, Why I Stopped Listening to Music While Working Out. Now, I've been working out since about late 2020, around the fall of that time, and I've been somebody who pretty much always would listen to music when I was working out. But I've noticed over the years, I've seen a lot of different, people like David Goggins and Ice Cold JT and other influencers in the self-improvement scene who talked about how they would never listen to music while working out. And I never really understood that for the longest time, because it's like, if it motivates you and you get more pumped and you feel more energized, why wouldn't you listen to music or something, to get you in the mood, in the zone when you're working out? And so I never quite understood that, and so for the last 5 years, I've always been somebody who's listened to music or occasionally motivational speeches when I really needed it, that extra motivation mojo. And I've never really just thought that much into it. And that was until about a week ago. So here's what happened. So I work out at home all the time, except for like maybe once or twice a month when I go to a gym with friends or family, if they have, like a black card plan or something. But when I work out at home, I always have the same formula. Hop in the earbuds, and then, click on whatever I want to listen to for that day, and just go at it. That's usually how I, maybe one or two warm-up sets with my dumbbells. But then, you just get straight into the workout. That's it. But the thing is, over the last few months, I don't know what it was, but it began getting harder and harder to listen to music while working out. And what I mean by that is I would put on a song, and I would just, mid-set, just not feel the vibe. It's just, I don't even know exactly what it was, but I swore nothing got me motivated. Thing is, I don't even know exactly what was going on, but I swear, no matter what song, no matter what music I was putting on, I wasn't feeling the vibes, the motivation when I was working out, and it didn't make any sense to me. And over the last year, my music for my workouts, I would change it up quite a bit, so sometimes I would have like really heavy funk or like super heavy drums or like just, something super pumping for some workouts if I was like lifting heavy. And for other workouts of mine, sometimes I would put on synthwave, like 80s vibes. And sometimes I would just put on 80s music in general, sometimes a little bit of rock and roll, some pop punk. I listened to a variety of music, so it wasn't like I was just getting tired of hearing a particular genre. And eventually, because of this, because I just wasn't feeling motivated, I ended up just choosing to be like, fine, I'm just not going to listen to anything. And because of that, I, for the first time in years, went through a workout without listening to any kind of music, any kind of pre-pump, songs or anything of that sort. And going a week, I ended up going an entire week without listening to any music when I was working out. And at the end of this week, I realized two very interesting things. Number one, people waste way too much time on their phones in between sets. And this doesn't just go for home workouts, this especially goes for the gym. If you're somebody who's ever gone to the gym, you'll see a lot of different people there who, in between their sets, they will just pull out their phone and start scrolling or texting or something like that. And they will just sit there for several minutes in between their sets. And I kind of get it if you're working out by yourself, but if you're like taking these super long breaks, you're only making your workout stretch across the super long period, or you're not hitting that many actual sets when you're at the gym. And thus, you're not making the gains. And I realized that I was doing this at home too. I was wasting way too much time trying to find the right song or changing my gym playlist or adding new songs instead of just focusing on getting the sets in, on getting the workout done, and pushing myself. And this probably is why I haven't seen as much progress when I was working out as I had previously in past months. It's probably because I was relying too much on that dopamine hit from that music. I was reliant on the motivation and, that energy. And it was to the point that I could almost not get through my workouts unless I had the perfect song to, give me the energy I needed. And it was to the point that I was reliant on having to have the right song, or I just couldn't get the workout in. And I guarantee you, if you're somebody who's on your phone a lot in between sets, if you're like me, I decided to actually think about how long my workout was and how many sets I got in. And what I realized was that I was probably wasting at least a good half an hour of just extra wasted time in a workout because I was on my phone. Having gone a week without having my phone present while I was working out actually made my workouts way more intense and in some ways gave me a way better pump because I no longer was constantly getting distracted in between my sets by my notifications going off or needing to text people or needing to change the song in between, during my set. I just got into the workout, got what needed to be done, got the sets in, and then afterwards, I went through my phone. But I was not interrupting my workout to, get distracted by my phone and the notifications on there. The real point I'm trying to make with today's video is don't just, waste a bunch of time in between your sets at the gym. All right? If you're somebody who has your phone on you to listen to music, my best idea would just be to mute your notifications, stay off your phone when you're at the gym, or even better, just keep it in a locker. Or if you're someone like me who works out at home, then just don't have your phone on you when you're working out. The point of the matter that I'm trying to make is that I actually saw a genuine improvement when I stopped having my phone handy while I was working out. And I think that really is just good life advice in general, where if you're trying to do anything productive, don't have your phone super close by, because that urge to check it constantly or look at it every now and then to make sure you didn't miss anything it can be a trap that just causes you to scroll or something. Sometimes it's just a good idea to just keep your phone in a safe place and don't have it, within arm's reach at all times. So yeah, am I saying that am I telling you that you can't listen to music while you're working out or it's bad for you? Not necessarily. Rather, I'm just simply trying to get this across to you that I didn't even realize how much I was dependent upon it until I had to do a workout at home in the silence. And, actually going a week without having my phone with me when I was exercising was kind of eye-opening because I didn't realize how quickly I could get through my workouts if I just wasn't wasting time on my phone. Am I saying that I'm never going to work out again with music? Absolutely not. I don't know. I might work out with music again here soon. I might never work out again with music. I really don't know. But that's not really the point of this video. The point of this video is to get across to you that a lot of people waste so much time on their phones at the gym. And if you're somebody who's trying to better manage your time and trying to avoid doom scrolling, maybe try this out. Try going a workout or two without listening to anything. Or at the very least, try to be mindful about how much time you're spending on your phone. And yeah,